Guess what time it is? Mama's story time. Yay! Well, hello, my darlings. Welcome to story time. Did you know it's December? And do you know what happens in December? It's Christmas. Yay! It's so exciting. So Mama thought, because it's December, because it's going to be Christmas this month, we'll do some Christmas stories. Do you like that idea? Yeah, me too. I'm excited. This story is called A Kiwi Christmas Carol. Let's get started. Stingy old Jerry owned Kai Corner Dairy, sold newspapers, ice blocks and pies. Though his miserly manner made people quite wary, they still went to buy their supplies. You'd buy one banana, he'd charge you for two. The lollies were counted out short. The coffee he sold was a watery brew, and the ice cream, the cheap budget sort. As Christmas approached this particular year, the trees and the lights looked so merry. But no skerrick of tinsel or holiday cheer could be found at the Kai Corner Dairy. Jerry's young nephew popped in for some jam. "Merry Christmas, dear uncle," he muttered. "You will come and join us for baked Christmas ham?" "What CODSWALLOP?" old Jerry muttered. Bit of a Grinch, isn't he? Danny Devine worked from 7 till 9 for a miserly minimum pay. Jerry," he said, "would you very much mind if I worked 2 hours less Christmas Day?" "What a whole lot of hoo-ha, this let's be all merry. The dinners, the prezzies and fuss. A load of old CODSWALLOP," hollered old Jerry. "But leave early then, if you must." So grumpy. After dinner that night of a leftover pie, old Jerry retired to his bed, and falling asleep in the blink of an eye, strange visions appeared in his head. "I am the ghost of Christmas past," came a frightening, high-piercing shriek. Stingy old Jerry looked on aghast. "CODSWALLOP," he managed to speak. The ghost whisked him off to an earlier land where Jerry was still a small boy. There was his big sister holding his hand and buying a shiny new toy. He's got a smile on his face. Maybe he wasn't always grumpy. Suddenly, Jerry was back in his bed, where sleep overwhelmed him once more. But he woke with a feeling of most intense dread as a phantom flew right in the door. "I am the ghost of Christmas today," she moaned with a bone-chilling cry. "I've places to show you. Let's be on our way." "CODSWALLOP," the mumbled reply. Before he could whine or had chance to decline, the phantom swooped Jerry away. He was outside the house of Danny Devine. It was tiny and weathered and grey. He peered through the window. The table was spread and the family was gathered for tea. A small jar of jam, a half loaf of bread, was all that old Jerry could see. Danny Devine faded right out of sight as back to his room Jerry soared. He didn't snooze long till he jolted in fright at the sound of a thunderous roar. I am the ghost of Christmas to come. Your future is now to be shown. "Codswallop," croaked Jerry, bewildered and numb, but he went with an unwilling groan. The wind whipped and wailed in this desolate spot. The gorse bushes scratched Jerry's knees. "A graveyard," he blurted, his stomach in knots. "But this grave is all smothered in weeds." He scraped at the headstone, peered down, and read the name, now uncovered of moss. "Jerry D. Miser," he gasped. "I am dead? And nobody else gives a toss." The spook cackled grimly and went on to say, "You always reap what you sow. The way you treat people every day is the way they'll treat you when you go." Oh dear. Next thing Jerry knew, the morning had come. He awoke feeling dithered and dizzy, but he leapt out of bed crying, "Things to be done." And no kidding, Jerry got busy. What do you think he's going to do? Don't know. He ordered a hamper for Danny Devine, packed chocker with groceries and fruit, then arrived at his nephew's with chocolates and wine and gifts for the children to boot. His customers soon became very impressed with the changes he made at the dairy. The ice creams he served were the biggest and best, and so was the smile on old Jerry. His codswallop days had come to an end. Instead, he would happily say, "How are you, mate? G'day, my friend. Good on ya. Have a beaut day." And as Christmas approached each following year, no place could be found quite so merry, so dripping with lights and with holiday cheer, as was found at the Kai Corner Dairy. So old Jerry had a change of heart, didn't he? And he started to love Christmas and be kind to people. Did you like that story? Mama liked that story too. All right, I might go and take you inside now and show you my little Christmas village. Would you like that? I'll show you some videos of it right now. Well, my darlings, did you like those videos? Mama gets so excited for Christmas. I love Christmas, and I hope you do too. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for another Christmas story. Would you like that? Me too. Okay, my darlings. Until I see you next time, remember, be good for Mum and Dad, and what? Kind to each other. I love you, my darlings. Mwah. Bye.